Hi, as promised, I just wanted to record a quick video introducing the referral marketing formula. Let me get started by sharing my screen. Okay, so the referral marketing formula for engaging ideal referral partners is about you creating a predictable B2B lead generation system with no ad spend. So I want to unpack what the difference is between referral marketing and referred lead generation. So referral marketing is predictable and scalable. And what that means is that you can create a framework, a system, or a methodology around building referral partnerships and or generating referrals in a predictable way. That means it can be trained into others in your sales team. It can then be duplicated and therefore scaled on demand based on your ability to deliver or your capacity. What most businesses have, if you're a good business and you run a good service, customers will refer to you in an ad hoc manner, and it's typically unpredictable and definitely not consistent. So that's the problem that we're overcoming because everyone knows that referred leads are the best leads. They're easier to engage with, they respond quicker, they engage faster, the speed of sales cycles faster, they convert at a higher rate, and they're typically more fun to deal with, right? So business owners and sales teams in the current market are actually running past quality opportunities sitting within their existing customer and database and their business network or the connections, right? And I talk about a scenario where I was working in fractional business development for a SaaS startup. We were partnering with other technology companies. I introduced a referral partner to a technology company, set it up. They agreed it was a match made in heaven. And then I left them to go and build the partnership. 2 years later, I actually went to work as an employee for that technology company. And I actually found the referral partner sitting within the database and nothing had happened with them. I went and had two coffee meetings with that referral partner. And within 6 months, that technology business had written $11.2 million worth of contracted work. So just using simple math on the previous 2 years, that technology company had missed out on $44 million worth of new revenue because nobody followed up. So it wasn't a lead generation issue. The lead was there. It was a focus and follow through issue. And that's really common in the current market. So while everybody's chasing all of these AI driven, complex mass market cold outreach at scale models, they're losing focus on the easy money that's sitting within their existing business, right? So you know, the reality is this: most businesses have lots of missed opportunities in their existing client base, business network, and sales process. And they just don't see the opportunity cost because they're not focusing on it. So the referral marketing formula gives you a way to focus on the marketing, sales, customer service engagement processes you're going through right now. And there's no massive change management. It's about how do you fit the referral marketing formula into your existing processes to act as a big lever for converting more sales and deals out of the connections you currently have and the connections you're already making anyway. So it's definitely a lever. So the five core pillars of the referral marketing formula are one, your ideal profiles. And there's four ideal profiles that we speak to the market about, being ideal customer profiles, ideal referral partner profiles, ideal affiliate partner profiles, and ideal centers of influence. We then look at how do you connect, communicate, and collaborate with each of those profiles in a way that makes sense for your business. And then what are the strategies, tactics, and actions that you need to have in place to actually effectively engage with each of those profiles and therefore get referrals. And that's basically the five core pillars of the referral marketing formula. Then there's 9 stages to building out the formula. So let's, the strategy, tactics, and actions. We have a 6 questions model that we work to, and you can juggle these 6 questions around to fit the problem that you're looking to solve or the opportunity that you're looking to unlock. And you may not use all 6 of these, but you'll definitely use at least 2 of these on each occasion. And the model is who, what, why, how, where, and when. And these might be asked in a different order, but if you check these boxes and ask these questions in different ways around everything that you're trying to do, then you're going to get to a positive result a lot faster. I won't go into that in any more detail, but that's something that we will certainly look to unpack and build in to any of our AI. So start with clarity. So it all starts with knowing who your ideal customer is, right? So you need to focus on your ideal customer profile. As soon as you get that right, everything that follows is easier. Finding partners, building your marketing strategy, right? And focusing on your ideal customer profile is all about lead quality, lead volume, and the speed that those leads engage at. They engage faster, they close at a higher rate, they're less sensitive to margin squeeze, right? And there's no ad spend involved. And there's typically no complex marketing campaigns that you need to roll out to get a referral partner program up and running. But it all starts with knowing who your ideal client is. When you do that, any marketing, any inbound or outbound marketing you do becomes easier and more effective when you're talking to a very clear audience. So to settle on your ideal customers that you're going to look at to start with, we always suggest starting with just one and then working your way out from there. Now, with an existing business with existing clients, you have your favorite clients. Like, who are your top 10 clients? Pick 3 and profile them. Go through the 6 questioning processes. What is it that they do? What is it that you like about that client? What is it that you're doing for that client? Why do they like you? What's the value that you're delivering to them, and why is it important? How did you engage with them in the first place? How are you engaging with them now? Who are they connected with on LinkedIn? Who are their vendors, suppliers, reps that call on them, other businesses that they deal with that they really like, because they're likely to have your ideal customers and they're also potentially your ideal referral partners, right? So where does your current clients, your best clients go to network? When are they going to these locations? When are upcoming events that they're going to? That's the sort of questions that you want to be asking, and you can basically run all of this through AI using your existing customers to build out a prompt, to build out an ideal customer profile. And just remember, your services, whatever you're delivering into their business, is probably just a fraction of their business model and operations, right? So there's a whole lot of things going on in their business where they have connections, networks, and relationships that you may not be focusing on as potential partners. So broaden your partner perspective. But this is how you reverse engineer an ideal customer profile, looking at your existing customers. So go pick 3 of your top 10 to start with and just go through that process of reverse engineering what it is that you love about working with these people. So your ideal partner profile, your ideal partner is someone that has a relationship with lots of your ideal customers. They don't compete with you, and they're typically not from within your industry. Technology is an industry where they have a really blinkered approach to who is an ideal partner, and they're typically looking at their suppliers and or vendors that they are working with from a product perspective, and therefore they want leads from the vendors, but the vendors are servicing hundreds or thousands of their competitors. So you're not getting much in the way of leads from your vendors in your industry that have your client, ideal client. So look for partners that are not obvious, right? Who else, back to our point before, who else does your client deal with that's outside of your industry and therefore outside of your direct competition? That's where you want to be looking for referral partners. Your ideal customers can lead you directly to them. And with the right positioning and the right questioning, your customers will open up the doors and introduce you to their supply chain, their advisor network, right? It's just about positioning, having the right language and approach. So then, systems and processes. It all comes down to value and simplicity, right? Systems, the better your systems, the more leads you're going to get more often, the end, right? It's that simple. So the process that we talk about is making it easy to use. If it's easy to use, then it will get adopted. Adoption means consistency. So when you've got a system that works and people are comfortable with it, they've got clarity around it, confidence in it, that leads to consistency. Consistency equals results, and results equals more referrals, more business, more profit, etc. So make sure you've got systems that are duplicatable and easy to scale, right? The other way to look at this is clarity breeds confidence, confidence breeds consistency, consistency breeds results, right? So simple to use systems give people clarity, therefore the system's adopted, therefore they execute consistently, therefore you can measure results, and if you're not getting the results you want, you know whereabouts in the system to go looking to tweak, right? Otherwise, everything's just chaotic and you don't know what's working and why it's not working. So, um, connecting with your target audience. Once you've got your partner system in place, you can go and find partners and you can find them through your ideal customer base. Then you can use that strategy as an outbound engagement process where you're not reliant on referrals, but we'll get into that in more advanced sessions, right? But it then comes down to where's your ideal client base and where's your ideal partner network connect currently gathering in person and online, because that's where you're going to go to connect with them, right? So, key considerations when communicating with your ideal profiles. So, this is the tactical side of things. We've just gone through the strategy piece. We're going through the tactical piece now. So, considerations here are what are the challenges that your ideal profiles are facing? What are the opportunities that they're working towards or the goals that they're working towards? Because you really want a value proposition that solves a challenge that they care about or helps them get to their goals or creates a new opportunity for them. When you can do that, you're going to get engagement when you just articulate that message the right way. So the other thing that you need to understand when you're engaging and wanting partners and you wanting ideal customers to work with you is you need a clear articulation of customer value that you're delivering and referral partner value that you're delivering. Value doesn't need to be in the form of commissions for referrals. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Value comes in lots of different forms and packages. So work out what's important to your partner or referral partner network. And I would suggest that when you base that value not around the exchange of lists or the exchange of leads and the guarantee that you're going to send leads to other to partners, when your value is more tied to their business outcomes and not from a lead perspective, that makes your partner program infinitely scalable, because when you're promising dollars may not motivate everybody, and also when you're promising to give partners leads, there might, if unless you're a big business, there might be a finite capacity for you to actually deliver referrals into a partner network. Therefore, people are going to judge the value that you're delivering based on the leads that you're giving, and that's going to minimize your ability to have a large partner network. So we'll do more of that strategy unpacking in the formula as we go deeper into it. So, what's your call to offer? What's your offer? And what's your call to action? So there's a couple of things in all of this. it all comes down to what's your hook? Okay, so what's your message to market? What are your headlines? What's your story? How are you articulating a compelling story that gets people engaged? And then once you've told that story, what do you want them to do next? Right? And whatever you want them to do next, you need to be really clear about it. And there also needs to be a value proposition tied to it. What's in it for them? Always leading with value with everything that you're doing. So, why is this important? Right? Not to you. We know why it's important to you. You want more business. You want their list. You want. And this is the biggest problem with how most people approach business networks and their messaging into business networks, right? If you focus on leading with value, then you're always looking at what does your ideal customer want? What does your ideal referral partner want? How do you add value to them and give them that? Therefore, they're super excited to engage with you. The whole conversation goes easier when you're focused on them. You will get what you want. It's a Zig Ziglar phrase that's done to death, but it's so, so powerful. You will get everything you want when you help more people get what they want. But most business networking events, it's not that way, right? Um, so what's your offer? Do they even care about it? Have you done your offer based on what you think they should care about as opposed to what they actually care about? This is where you go back to your ideal customer profile and get in their words what they like about you, why they're dealing with you, etc. And then you can take your customer words and use that in your marketing, right? Get this right before chasing affiliates and influencers. If you can't get this right at a partner level, you're not ready to go and chase affiliates and partnerships. Get into affiliates and partnerships later in the advanced section of the formula. So, how are you engaging with the market? Like, where are you engaging? When are you engaging? What platforms, events, networks, communities are your ideal customers and partners gathering in? That's where you need to be. So, networking is about being in the right room. I've come across so many business owners that are hyperactive in networking and frustrated because they're not getting the referrals that they want, yet they're super busy. Now, there's two reasons why they're not getting the referrals. They're asking for the wrong thing the wrong way, and they're not clear on their ICP, right? They're typically the two big pillars. Now, there's five of them, which I'm not going to go into now, but to this point, it's where are they gathering? When are they gathering? Be in that room, whether it's online or offline. Lead with value. Make it easy to engage. Make it easy for people to refer to you because they know how to refer. You've given them clear value messaging and they know exactly who you want to be introduced to. And then make sure that your referral process is easy to track and refer back to and cross-reference and systemize the process. If you want to run a partner network, have a partner program, have a partner systems and processes. Um, Make sure you're following up. The biggest issue is that I see in networking right now, people are hyperactive. They're going in and making connections, but then they're not following up. Or the people in the room, because they're in the wrong room and or people are not clear on the value proposition, when you are following up, it's hard to engage those people that you met in the room because they are so distracted. These are the realities of the current marketplace, and these are the things that the formula and our frameworks and the referred app technology is designed to overcome. And reward where appropriate. And rewards come in the form of multiple different forms. It can be money, doesn't have to be money, but you need to lead with value. There needs to be a value exchange, which is a reward of some kind. Okay, discovery, key considerations. Where does your client network? Go there, right? Where do your referral partners network? Go there. When you are doing appointments, customer follow-up appointments, customer service engagements, customer support engagements. These are all opportunities for you to have a constructive conversation that will lead to customer and or referral partner introductions or referrals. It's just about having the right conversation in the right way. And there's plenty of opportunities for you every day for you to have that conversation in your business right now with what you're doing. So, what industry bodies and events, communities, networks do your customers and partners frequent? Go there. Use LinkedIn more strategically. The people are not doing this. They're not going in looking at second degree connections, using filtering to come down to your ideal customer or partner, and then asking your customers and or your trusted network that you're seriously connected with, not just randomly connected with on LinkedIn, asking them for an introduction to the right person. It works. It doesn't take that long, but is so hyper effective, yet so few people do it properly. And other networks, there's lots of other networks. Um, so your strategy, you need to give to receive. There's some really easy conversations you can have with your existing customers to add value to them and get them to refer partners to you. Getting a referral to a partner is so much easier than getting a referral to a potential buyer customer, particularly from your customers, right? So we've got the referral marketing formula's got a lot of strategy and frameworks around that process. If you're in B2B sales and you're doing a lot of networking, then you should be thinking about yourself as a fractional business development person for your prospects and for your existing customers. Nothing gets engagement better than actually delivering a quality referral to a prospect before they've even done business with you. And when you're in a business, B2B business with high ticket items that might have very long sales cycles, your partner network is going to be the best way for you to run an engagement strategy into that prospect to add value to them over time. So you become a trusted advisor and put you in the best position to unseat the incumbent that you're trying to um, come in and sell over the top of, right? Because particularly in technology as an example, we got 36-month contracts. There's you know, there's complacency and fear of change that keeps people with their current technology provider, even if they're frustrated with them, right? So you need to build relationship trust and become the trusted advisor even before you're doing business with that client, because it might be 24 months before they go into a buying window, and then you've got to come in over the top of the incumbent supplier. So the referral marketing formula gives you that nurturing and ongoing engagement process to escalate your value and therefore increase your conversion rate and the opportunity to unseat the incumbent. Okay, to do that, you really need a partnership model, you need partnership programs, and you need promotion playbooks. We help you build all of that and give you frameworks around that. Implementation is everything. With AI doing most, commoditizing so much, value comes down to implementation. You know, what's your go-to market with partners? What are your roadmaps? What are your processes? What are your resources? What are the things that you can do to value stack? And all of that leads to people will pay for convenience. Um, and you need to be the implementer in this new world that AI is creating, which we're all still trying to find our feet in. So that's the overall process, and it's a circular flywheel process, right? So each step adds leverage to the next stage, and it then becomes a self-fulfilling marketing flywheel. What we then do is we then look at part of the strategy piece is to establish the value that we add to the partner network at every stage of their customer journey. Now, I'm not going to go deep into this right now, but the stages that we look at and how the referral marketing formula and the refer it AI platform adds value, it can strategically do that at every stage of this roadmap. So whether it's top of funnel from a lead generation perspective, using it as a conversational piece, a door opener, part of value stacking in some other membership offer or network offer or partnership engagement lead gen. There's lots of different ways that it can be used in lots of different businesses. Middle of funnel comes back to a lot of the engagement discussions that we had around referrals earlier, but there's also a lot of other nurturing and engagement conversations that can have be had and be done through partner referrals, lead generation, etc., etc. And then bottom of funnel sales conversion, particularly in the business coaching industry, we talk a lot about how this becomes a land and expand or escalate process for business coaches, consultants, sales trainers, etc. And then it becomes an existing for the right consulting and coaching businesses, it can become a new value added, new opportunity sales and engagement process for existing clients. It can be a way of building networks and building community, building recurring revenue, using Refer It app and other group coaching membership products and services over the top of the platform and the formula. It's a great re-engagement strategy for past clients and past referral partners or inactive referral partners that you want to re-engage and start to activate. As I mentioned before, particularly in and around the coaching, consulting, and training and implementation world, when it comes to referral partnerships and building partnerships, there's a lot of product and service and implementation offers that you can create over the top of the referral marketing formula and the referrit.ai platform. And then there's launch strategies, there's event strategies, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do, which is collaborative marketing and co-branded go-to-market strategies that you can work with your partners to give you exposure to their client base in the right way at scale, if that's right for your business. So what we've got is a process that I'm going through, which I'm changing the offers of what we do and what we deliver as part of the Referral Marketing Ideas program and the Referral Marketing Formula. So the next steps is go and register at referralmarketingideas.com/RMF, and we'll give you the formula framework. You are registered to get access to Refer It. We'll give you turnkey referral marketing strategies and partnerships platform via Refer It. And then I'm still working on what the other 4 bonuses are going to be, but they're going to be huge because lots of our partners are crushing it with this model. And what we're doing with these bonuses is actually building out additional resources that help them go faster. So that is the overview of the referral marketing formula, and you can get access to this framework here.